Hi guys, welcome back to New Dram Drinker. Today's video is another pouring it, drinking it, enjoying it with friends, and not with Anthony by the looks of it. Ant.
What?
Get in the video.
I've told you, I'm not doing it.
Stop being ridiculous. Get in the video. We need to film it.
If I tell them how good this whiskey is, they're going to buy it all, and I won't be able to get another bottle.
But Menno didn't send you his notes for you to not do the video. Now you've promised him you're going to do the video.
Yeah, but he could put them on his website. He's got a website. He could put them on there. I don't have to necessarily do it. I don't want to, tell everyone how good it is.
But that's the whole point of doing videos. Get in front of the camera now and start.
All right. The whiskey Menno chose is...
So before we start, I think you need to apologise to everyone for your behaviour.
Why?
Because that was not how we do a review.
I'm not going to get into this again. So I will apologise to Menno for nearly ruining the video with his notes in it. But as you saw from that video, it is the Octomore 08.2 Masterclass. I think you can gather where I'm going with this video. This is a stunner of a whiskey. I sent a sample out to Menno for him to try it so that he could give his notes for this video, and I think he enjoyed it as well. He's a great supporter of the channel. He's a CO and he's been supportive of us and he's helped us. He sent us whiskies and samples and things, and he's been a great kind of guy to get to know a lot about, and he's just been there from the start really. I can't really say any more than that. He's a fine fellow, so I can't wait to drink this, to be honest. I've drank a fair bit, which is why I was kind of not wanting to give too much away.
But luckily you can't see in that bottle.
Yes, and that brings me on to a good point. One of the things in our video reviews that I think has been missing since we started is just acknowledging the bottle that the whiskey's come in, because I've said it many times before that the bar is an aesthetically kind of pleasing to my eyes place. I kind of enjoy what a bottle looks like, and I think a lot of people, when they come round to our house and they see the bar, the first thing, if they don't know an awful lot about whiskey, the first thing they'll say is, oh, that looks nice, look at the bottle on that, look at, it's just a general kind of thing that people pick up on, make decisions on things on just how pretty they look, and this to me is the one that gets the most notice. I think the black bottle, it's the shape, it's just so aesthetically pleasing, it's just got something about it, and I think the fact that the liquid inside it is stunning, so that helps. But even people who don't know that seem to appreciate it from all kind of levels, don't they? Mm-hmm. Even our daughter's been round and said how pretty she
quite
finds
an iconic
this bottle. Yeah,
bottle, isn't it?
It's just got something about it.
If you
it
were
just
in a bar,
screams quality.
If you went to a bar, you would be able to pick that one out, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
it doesn't look like anything
definitely.
else.
They haven't rested on the laurels of knowing that they're you could go with just, we're heavily peated whiskies and just release it in a standard bottle and it would sell anyway. But the fact that they've gone one step further and kind of gone for these lovely, lovely bottles. I'd love to have more, but they are expensive. And this was a push for me. I think it was £145. So that's at the higher end of kind of the levels I'm happy to pay for a whiskey at the moment. So I don't regret it, which was good. And I do want to get more. So yeah, it's all good.
So because we can't see the colour of the liquid through the bottle, do you want to show us the colour of the liquid in your glass?
Absolutely. Now, to me, that is just so rich, gold, almost sparkles. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a stunning looking whiskey, absolutely stunning.
Right, Menno says it's nice old copper. It does remind me of copper,
yeah,
actually.
definitely. I think we've got I don't know if you can see it on the bar, we've got copper piping. I don't know if you can pick that up. Yeah. But it is very, very similar to that copper piping, definitely.
So he says it's between a nice old copper and dark mahogany, good viscosity with slow legs.
Yeah, definitely got slow legs.
Mm-hmm.
It's coating the glass superbly.
Lovely.
I love it. Yeah, it's just makes you want to drink it, doesn't it?
Let's nose it first then.
Okay.
Take your time.
No problem. Okay, so obviously you pop the cork on this thing and you get the peat instantly. You know what's coming with regards to the peatiness of it. I can't remember. No, I know it's 58.4% and it has got a ppm of 167. I know there's a little bit of conversations I've had in the past with people who say the ppm doesn't necessarily make a vast difference to the kind of the flavour profile and things like that, and then there's others that say it completely does, a bit like the terroir kind of argument that's going on at the moment with the Waterford, whether it actually exists or doesn't exist. Haven't got a clue, to be honest. It's way above my pay grade on knowing that kind of information at the moment. To me, it's just a selling point, and I love that. It's like if you've got something that you can stick on the bottle and scream and shout about that will elevate that kind of that whiskey, then do it, because it's all feeding into that kind of that full circle of peaty kind of aggressive whiskies, which Octomore are known for.
Yeah.
So I think do it. If you've got a selling point that you think's worth raving on about it, go for it.
Yeah.
I think they need every kind of angle that they can kind of to stand out. So
Lovely. What are
we're
you doing?
going in on the nose. Yeah, obviously you get it's the peat, but I remember when I first had this, I haven't done any notes because I haven't drank it for a while either, so I wanted to come at it fresh. But you instantly get like, I think we've said it's like frazzles, like bacon frazzle crisps. And the peat kind of is there, but it's not the main focus of this whiskey. There is so much more going on. It's almost like it's like, imagine you're at a kids' party and you've got the buffet of food and you've got the frazzles, but they're right next to like the strawberry and sweets and things like that. And you could like nose the frazzles but pick up the sweety kind of sugary sweetiness as well at the same time. It's very similar to that.
Okay.
I'm at a kid's party.
But you probably wouldn't have Octomore at a kid's party.
No,
You're talking
I'd
about
probably
the
be the
food.
clown. Yeah. But it's for 58.4, it's not that alcohol on the nose. It doesn't burn your nose. You can quite get deep into the glass and it doesn't really kind of burn the nostrils or anything. It's quite accepting, to be honest, to be nosed. It's quite inviting. It doesn't scare you off at all, and it makes you want to drink it. But it's like you say, you got the sugars, the char, the smoke, the sweetiness.
Would you like to hear Menno?
Maybe some fruits as well, like dark fruits in there. Yeah, tell me his notes. I'm just going to keep on nosing it myself though, so I can see if I can get anything else.
So he says, barbecue smoke with honey layered ribs, grainy and meaty, red fruit, which are berries. Given time, it opens up nicely. The smoke is less prominent with a lovely balance, rich and inviting. Also, he got some sweet and rich grapes and a bit of wine. So he's guessing there's at least some wine cask involved here.
Pretty spot on, to be honest. I think
So what you're saying, the fruit, the smoke, the sweetness, he's saying it's honey and grapes.
I think when you first initially nose it straight out the bottle, that kind of frazzles note isn't there. It was definitely when it had a bit of time to air.
Yeah.
That kind of, you leave it for a minute and then go back in. It's almost like your nose forgets what it's picked up, so you go back in. It's almost like a refreshing kind of refreshing your nose, so you go back in and it all comes back again. Yeah, again, you leave it just for a few seconds, come back in again, and those frazzles. It's that barbecue while you've got a fire going at the same time.
Yeah.
And maybe when the fire's kind of just pushing out smoke, rather than actually on fire.
Lovely.
Yeah, gorgeous.
But it's making you want to drink it.
Yeah, it does.
Go on then.
Yeah. Right, I'm going in.
Is that everything you want?
I'm sorry to be quiet, but my mouth, I had to literally not talk then because my mouth literally started watering, like excessively. It's just so complex. I mean, it's a stunner. It really, you want, when you buy an Octomore what you're going to expect. Now, I'm sure that there are probably some Octomores, because I haven't had many, that are very varied in what you were going to get when you kind of drink them. This to me couldn't be any closer to what I was expecting from Octomore than it is, because he's just, the peat's there, but it's not a scary amount. It's not like, it's not, peat. It's kind of, it wants you to enjoy it. It's the sweetness, the sugars, the fruits, the honey, the kind of, like I said, the sweet shop and the frazzles are still there, but it's not an aggressive whiskey in the slightest, which you would imagine it would be, wouldn't you? I mean, that was kind of, I remember when I drank it, I think I had it for Christmas, and I was expecting it to just be like a bang, peat. That's all you're getting kind of in. There's no kind of, no waves of other flavours. You just bang, peat, and that's it. That's what you buy us for. That's what you're getting kind of thing. Yeah. But it's not. It's so much more than that. The sweetness and the raisins and that kind of, it takes you instantly to being outside around that big massive fire. You know when we used to be in like the ventures, like the scouts and all that, and you'd have those big massive fires, like big fires. It's almost like that, and you can hear, when you're drinking it, you can hear the crackling, and you can hear like all the different things going on, and it's just such a stunning drink. I love it. Really, really good.
So shall I tell you what he says for his palate notes? Again, very rich from the start. The smoke isn't overwhelming, but in great balance with the other flavours. Rather fruity, sweet berries or even sweet apple. The meaty savoury note, the honey layered ribs, a grain note as well as some wine. Powerful, but behind the smoky facade there is a lot going on.
I must admit, the note that he said for the nose and the palate, the honey, what was it, honey flavoured ribs?
Yeah, honey layered ribs.
To me, that is a great note because one, it makes me want to eat honey layered ribs. Even like nothing to do with the whiskey, that's just making me hungry. Yeah. But it's definitely that kind of, the meatiness that, when you've left a bit of meat on the grill and the fat's gone hard. Yeah. And it's almost like crackling. Okay. It's very much, it's almost like on the turn to being too cooked, too burnt almost, but it's still retained the flavours. Yeah. That honey's soaked into that kind of fat, and it's, tell you what, making me hungry. Yeah. If it wasn't raining, I would be on the barbecue straight after this. But yeah, it's a great note, really good.
So have another sip and tell me what you think of the finish.
Okay. I'd say the finish, the smoke and the peat is like, and now it's kind of the underlying kind of level. It's the, if it was a sandwich, it would be the bottom layer of the bread. Then there you've got like the main part of it, the main body of the sandwich is the sweetness. It's almost like a burnt jam. Okay. If you know what I mean. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what burnt jam's like.
Burnt jam, and it's just kind of, you want as much of that filling as you can. It's kind of in there, and it's kind of caramelised, and it's just like, it's stunning. But it's quite strange how the peat is quite forgiving. Yeah. It's there, and it's not necessarily saying this is my show. Yeah. It's allowing this kind of sugary, fruity, smoked kind of element just to hang in there. Yeah. No spices as such. I think the peat kind of gives you that note, but it's nothing too kind of extravagant. It's just It's a long finish. I'll give you that. It's still there now. I can still taste it now. But yeah, it's a stunner of a dram from start to finish, to be honest. Stunner.
So Menno says the finish is long, smoky sweet, mouth coating and dry with a hint of wood. Do you get any wood?
Only so much as it being like the char on the inside of the barrel almost. I can't say it's the wood I'm getting, but it's the char from the wood, if you know what I mean. I would probably just say it was the charring rather than the pick out an actual woody note.
Yeah. So overall, what's your conclusion?
This is a tricky one because it's as I've said this before, haven't I? It's as close to an epiphany after the Wolfburn last time. It's like two on the trot for me that have been so close. With the Wolfburn, I think that it potentially could be an epiphany eventually, maybe. But then you drink this and... Is that the ice cream, man?
That is the ice cream. I'm just going fast. I do apologise.
Sorry, ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
pouring with rain as well, and he's still going fast.
Well, try and get in before he carries on his music again. It's I'm going to give it a gold, basically because I know the 08.3 is even stronger, and on my journey, that's kind of what I'm striving for. I just can't afford it at the moment. So I can't give this epiphany because I think that could be more towards it. If I try the 8.3 and it's not, I will then revisit this, and this could definitely.
So what are your overriding thoughts?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's expensive. And I suppose the biggest thing that I could say about it is that I would buy another bottle of it, even though it's expensive. I would buy another bottle, and I will say, I've sent a lot of drams out of this, and it's been one of the ones that I've sent out that I've enjoyed sending out to people because they actively seem to love it. Everyone who's tried it has loved it.
Including the ice cream, right?
Including the ice cream.
So Menno says, overall, a brilliant nose that continues throughout the palate and slowly fades out in the finish. Despite the high ABV, this is very drinkable straight and doesn't really need water to blossom. I'm not the biggest fan of Octomore, he says, although he likes peated whiskies, but this is definitely one of the better ones I've tried so far, so I would consider getting a bottle. That's high praise indeed then, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, like I've said before, I'm going to give it the gold, but it is just, and I know like when there are higher ABV you could tend to put water in to see how it reacts and things like that.
Fabulous.
I don't want to do that because I enjoy it how it is. I don't feel like I need to do that.
No.
It's enjoyable as it is, and maybe another video in the future where we just focus on adding water, maybe the lark fire. Now we know that's quite.
You drink it how you drink it, and you wouldn't choose to drink this maybe at the beginning of the night with water. This would be an end of the night. Savour it, really enjoy it, just as it is.
I don't feel like I need to add water to this to try and get any more out of it. I'm enjoying it how it is,
and that's exactly what Menno says. Doesn't it? It's easy enough. Lovely.
So
lovely,
it's great.
Fabulous, great notes. Thank you for that. Ending our video, anything else you'd like to say?
Big thank you to Menno, Malty Mission. He's got a website, so go and check that out. You know, again, it'll all be linked in down below in the comments section. I mean, everyone's notes have been really awesome, haven't they? I mean, even the ones we know that are coming that obviously you guys don't know about, that everybody has really gone out to join in this kind of series, so we thank you all for that. Menno is a CO, a certified original. If you would like to join the free club, by all means do. It's growing. I think it's not going to be long until we're up to 100 members now. So it's a great place to be. Friendly, welcoming. If you want to join in the chat, which is a great place just to kind of, just for whiskey fans, not just whiskey, we talk about music, gaming, whiskey, upcoming events, tastings. There's so much going on in the chat that it's a lot more than I ever thought it was going to be honest, and it's only thanks to the CEOs that have done that. So yeah, that's it. Visit the website. I'll pop a little pop-up down the bottom to show you where to go to visit to join as well. But we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Really would love to have you. So yeah, thank you. And
Thanks for that.
remember to subscribe.
Yeah.
I looked at the stats on our kind of YouTube app, and we're still hovering around the 50-50 mark on the people who watch our videos who aren't subscribed and who are. So imagine if we could kind of, get all of those to subscribe, we'd be nearly hitting 1,000 subscribers. So if we can do that, that would be awesome. Yeah, but other than that, thank you.
Anything left in your glass?
There is.
Hey.
Woohoo! I'm learning.
You can actually
I'm
say
getting
it
better.
with a proper drinking.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, guys. Take it away, Ant.
Thank you very much. As Nick said, thank you for watching, and pour it, drink it, enjoy it.